All right, welcome everyone to Tuesday night training. And tonight we are actually kicking off something that some of my leaders came up with in a call that we did last night. And it's a little challenge that we want to call 5 Days to Fearless. And you know, when I posted about it in the group today, I asked everyone, what would you do if you had no fear? If you were totally fearless, there was no fear of failure, no fear of anything, what would you accomplish? And I have found that when I talk to people about their Plexus business, that the biggest thing that holds them back is fear. And it's often things like fear that I can't do this, fear that people are going to unfriend me, fear that nobody's going to want the products, fear that I'm going to say something wrong. It's all fear, 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 fear. And I think sometimes we get overwhelmed and we focus more on all the things that could go wrong rather than focusing on all the positive things. So I really want to challenge everyone. I know today's mostly gone, but for the next few days to work on how to get yourself to a point where you're fearless and you can share fearlessly. And I'm going to help you with that by having some little challenges and little activities every day. Now, the way this is going to work, you're going to be rewarded just for doing the activity. The activity for today is just to be on this call. And I'll give everybody, till tomorrow to watch the call if they weren't on live and just comment their favorite takeaway from the call. So let your teams know to watch this call tomorrow, comment their favorite takeaway from the call, and they'll get credit for today. So everyone that participates in all 5 days of the Fearless Challenge, their names are going to go into a drawing for $50. Then everyone who adds 2 ambassadors from today to the last day of the month, you're going to go in another drawing for $50. And you never know. If we add enough people, I could sweeten the pot and draw 2 people for $50 for each one. So it's not about the money. It's about getting you to a point where you are comfortable, you know what we're sitting on, you know what you have, and you can share it boldly and fearlessly. And that's what it's going to take if you want to have this business. You've got something in the palm of your hands that literally is giving you the ability to change lives. And I don't mean just kind of change lives and make someone's day brighter with some nice makeup or something like that, but to truly long-term change someone's health and their financial future for their family. So the only way to achieve that is to break through that fear. And I want to break them down one by one. And I'm going to save some of this for the next few days, but the biggest thing you have to remember is you have nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing that's going to happen to you. Sharing Plexus isn't going to hurt. It's not painful. Is someone gonna not like seeing your Plexus post? That's a possibility. But that's not a person that you really, anybody that would unfriend you for posting about Plexus, that's not a real friend. And if they do, chances are when they get their head on straight and they realize how great it is, they'll come back. So I want to give you and equip you with some tools so that you know what to say. I think sometimes there's a fear of, am I going to say the wrong thing? Am I going to say too much? Am I going to say not enough? And a lot of times, if we say too much, we can push people away. We can scare them away. If someone tells us no, and we don't take that no for an answer and realize that no means it's not the right time for them, and we push and push, you could lose someone that could one day become your rock star. I said no to Plexus for a year. And if I had been pushed, I would have never come back, which means none of you on this call would probably be in Plexus unless you met someone else that got you involved. So you're such a small part of this that you can't let your fear, irrational fear usually, our fears are normally very irrational, you can't let your fear rob someone else of the blessing of better health, of the blessing of time freedom, of the blessing of better finances. Your fear, it's selfish. When we're fearful, we're being selfish, because if we hold on to this, you know how great Plexus makes you feel, right? You know what our probiotic does. That's probably our strongest, most amazing product is our probiotic. You know what it does. When you combine it with our Slim and our BioCleanse, and you get somebody on that triplex and their body starts getting in balance, we know what it does. We feel it, we see it. So if we keep it to ourselves, it's selfish. It really is. We owe it to the world to share this with them. And that's what I like about it. We don't have to sell it. There's nothing to sell here. You know, you're just offering people hope and solutions. So don't be afraid of that. Be bold. And so every day for the next few days, we're going to do some little exercises that are going to help you get over some of the most common fears. We're going to address, these are the fears that we're going to touch on. The first fear that we're going to touch on is the fear of what people think. Okay, that's going to be tomorrow. We're going to talk about why that's not important, why it doesn't matter, how to get past it. I'm going to give you an activity to do on Facebook to get you past it. So the first fear is going to be the fear of what people think. The second fear we're going to touch on is the fear that you can't do this or that you're not good enough. That's another irrational fear. I'm here to tell you anyone can do this business. If you want it and you're willing to do the work and you're willing to sacrifice, you know, Christine Wire has a great quote where she talks about how on her road to Diamond, she was a kindergarten teacher for 19 years. And people were so mean to her when she started Plexus. Some of her closest friends told her she was crazy, blew her off, but she didn't care. She drew her line in the sand, and people said, you can't do this. You're never going to be able to do this. And she said, yes, I can. And she sacrificed. And I love her quote where she says, what is sacrificing 1 year for a lifetime of freedom and time freedom? You know, for 1 year, she missed out on her favorite TV shows and some of her family dinners and going out with her girlfriends. But guess what? Now she's a Diamond ambassador. She's home with her kids every day, and she can take her family wherever she wants and do whatever she wants when she wants. And there's thousands of people that are getting healthy because of her. So you can do this, okay? Anybody can do this. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter your level of education. All that matters is that you want it, you have a passion for it, and you love our products. You have to have that. If you don't have a passion for our products and our company, and if you don't want this, truly, deeply want this, it's not going to happen. But if you do, there's nothing we can't work around, okay? Leaders are not born overnight. Lord knows I was a horrible leader in the beginning, you know, and I'm still learning. So you don't have to be this amazing leader overnight. You don't have to be a salesperson. If you want this, talk to your upline and say, you know what, I want this, I'm ready to go. I'm going to do this 5-day challenge, and I just want to get to silver. You know, we're going to then talk about the fear of, I don't have enough time. The time fear is a big one, and that's one that is so easy to deal with. Guys, we have Diamond ambassadors that are full-time doctors, full-time lawyers, full-time homeschooling moms with 7 to 10 kids even, full-time teachers, full-time, I mean, just every job you can imagine. People working 15, 18-hour shifts in an operating room. You have time to do this. If you want it, you have time. That's the beauty of it. You can carve it out in the time that you do have. So the fear of not having enough time, we're going to take care of that one this week also, okay? Another fear that a lot of people have is that I'm going to fail. I'm going to start and I'm going to fail. So we're going to talk about that fear of failure. The only way you can fail at Plexus is to quit. I have an ambassador who's about to turn gold this month. She's been silver for 2 years. She could have quit a long time ago, but she didn't. She dug her heels in, and she's going to go gold this month. And you know what? That's amazing. There is no time limit on this. You can move as slow as you want, as fast as you want, but you can't fail at this unless you quit. So I'm telling you, if you want an amazing future for your family, you can't quit. You can't fail. Don't quit, and you can't fail. And the last fear that we're going to talk about is, it's one that's kind of, you either have it or some people have no issues with this. Some people have terrible issues with this, and there's no in between. And that is fear that I'm not worthy. We have this thing where we think it's not right to have money, or I don't deserve to have anything good happen to me. Bad things always happen to me. And that's got to go, because you are worthy. God put all of us on this earth to be happy, to be fulfilled, and to have a meaningful life. And I can't think of anything more fulfilling and meaningful than watching people get healthy and get some financial freedom. There's nothing more fulfilling. I've done lots of crazy different things in my career. I've worked in professional sports. I've worked in the shipping industry, working in nutrition with weight loss surgery patients. Nothing is as fulfilling as this, because you are really changing lives. So you deserve it. You deserve good things. God wants you to have good things. We were all created in His image. And so we are worthy. We deserve to have financial freedom. It's okay to make money at something you love. We've demonized financial success in this country, and we shouldn't do that, because I watch Plexus ambassadors giving more to charity, paying off their kids' college debt, taking care of people in their town when a disaster strikes. So how amazing. Alec Clark's big quote is, if you're blessed, be a blessing. And that's kind of our motto in Plexus, is as you climb that ladder and you have that financial success, you bless other people. So never think you're not worthy. Never think you don't deserve to be successful, because you do. We all do. So for the next few days, we're going to touch on all of these. And I'm going to start off in the next few minutes tonight doing number 1, which is the fear of what people think. Okay, we're going to do that one on this call, and I'm going to give you a little assignment at the end of this call. All of you have someone on your Facebook page, and you're scared to post about Plexus because that person is going to maybe give you a hard time or rib you. So you maybe don't post as often as possible. But here's the thing. Why does it matter? If someone sees my Plexus post and they don't like it, so what? Why does it matter? If I'm not harassing them, now if somebody is adamantly against Plexus for whatever reason, you don't want to be private messaging them constantly and harassing them about Plexus. But if you believe in this and you have faith in this, post. It doesn't matter what these people think. These people don't pay your bills. These people, you can't worry about that. And 9 times out of 10, the same people that are giving you grief are going to come back and end up joining your team, as long as you're consistent, you stay with it, and you show them your passion. And you have to show your passion daily. If people see you posting about Plexus for a couple days, then you don't post for a week, then you post a few times, then you don't post for a week, then yeah, they're going to go, look at her. She's just whatever. She's just kind of messing around. She'll probably quit this too. But if you're day in, day out showing your passion for these products, then that's going to rub off on people in a positive way. We don't want to post things that look like sales pitches, because I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I'm trying to help people that are suffering. And if what I have can help you with what you're suffering from, then that's a beautiful thing. So you can't worry about what other people think. There are people who are not going to support you on this journey, and it doesn't matter. I have friends who, since I joined Plexus, friends that I used to see on a regular basis, there's a couple of my friends who are so opposed to Plexus, they don't talk to me anymore. But guess what? Almost everybody on this call, I didn't know prior to Plexus, and most of you are like my family, so I think I got the better end of that deal, right? It's their loss. So who cares what Mary from your 5th grade class thinks about your Plexus post? It doesn't matter. You need to be bold. What these people think does not matter. If you don't post something because you're afraid of what Susie from college is going to think, then what if Candy from college is really suffering and she's having issues with her tummy and she's just looking for some kind of solution? And you're sitting on it, but you're scared of what Susie thinks, so you're not going to post it. You could be robbing someone of improved health. So what other people think does not matter. This is not about trying to impress anyone. This is about a true, deep passion for Plexus, a passion for helping people, and a desire to improve your life, improve your financial future. And so, you know, I had some real issues in the beginning posting in Plexus because I had my radio show. I have a reputation in the weight loss community. I'm very well known in the bariatric circles. I speak at weight loss surgery hospitals all over the country, and I knew people were going to flame me. And Ben and I talked and we prayed and we talked and we prayed. And I finally said, you know, I have to do this. People are asking, I need to do it. And I got some nasty messages from 4 or 5 people. You know what? That is a real easy thing to fix. It's called delete and block. And I only did that to maybe 3 people who were super, super nasty. And that's okay. They don't have to love Plexus. It doesn't matter. They can bash Plexus all day long because guess what? It doesn't change the fact that I love it. It's amazing and it's changing lives. So why get bent out of shape about it? If someone defriends you or unfriends you or someone makes a nasty comment about your Plexus posts, just treat it with love and kindness, bless and release, let it go, and don't get into an argument because it doesn't matter. What these people think doesn't matter. We have hundreds of thousands of stories of lives that are being changed, and that is what matters. We had 36 people reach the rank of Emerald last month. Do y'all know what that means? Do you know it's very huge? Most network marketing companies, you have just a few people at the top ranks of the company. We're going to have 1,000 jewels by the end of the year. That's unheard of in this business, unheard of. We already have over 100 diamonds. So, you know, when I was sitting on the beach in Maui, watching those sunsets, like I really get emotional thinking about it. That's something I never would have been able to go see because I didn't have the money for it. And what if I would have cowered away because of those 4 or 5 people that made nasty comments about my Plexus posts? And what if I would have given up and said, oh my gosh, people are thinking I'm crazy, I'm done, I'm not doing this? Then I would have missed out on that trip to Maui. I would have missed out on a lot of the relationships I have with you guys. I would have missed out on so many things if I would have let 4 or 5 people in the grand scheme of the world of millions of people. Why do we care what 4 or 5 people think? Why do we let a few people control our actions and control our lives? It's not worth it. These products, this opportunity, this is what's worth it. This is what is going to change your life. And the beauty of it is you can do as little as you want, as much as you want. Your sponsor and I, we're not going to push you. We're going to be here to support you. You're going to tell your sponsor what your goals are. What do you want? Do you just want to get your products for free? Do you want to be a diamond ambassador one day? And we're going to help you with whatever that goal is in your timing. So it doesn't matter what other people think because you've got a family of about 500,000 Plexus ambassadors who will love on you and support you and cheerlead you and push you to your goals and be excited for you when you pass up the cookie and be excited for you when you get that good blood work back. Guys, I can't tell you what these products have meant to my life in the last few weeks. I have battled 2 very serious infections that have baffled the doctors because I've never once run a fever. I have never once looked sick. And I know it's because my body is strong. And I know it's because my immune system is strong from Plexus. What would I be dealing with right now if I didn't have Plexus? It's kind of scary to think about that. So, you know, when I've got my surgeons, nurse practitioner telling me you need to be on these products, that's a really good thing. And there's so many doctors and nurses like that out there. So don't worry about what your grandmother thinks. And I'm going to tell you, the people that are going to be the least supportive of you in the beginning are your immediate family and your closest friends. Because people have a fear of the unknown. And if we don't understand something, it's much easier to just poo-poo it away and say, oh, yuck, don't do that, that's bad, than to really take the time to research. I'm guilty, guys. I did it. I got on Facebook and made posts, and I'm waiting for my on this day to pop up where I see this from like 3 years ago, where I said things like, that's a pyramid scheme. It's ridiculous, blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you, I did it. I was one. I was ignorant. I didn't know any better. Thank God that I saw the light, because my life, my health have never been the same. And I truly believe God put Plexus in my life as a tool to bless my family and bless other people. And I think that's why we all have Plexus. So I really want to encourage you, when you are done watching this call, to get on Facebook, choose a picture, find a cool picture. It can be a picture of Slim. It can be a picture of just anything related to Plexus, and upload that picture and get on Facebook and tell the world why you love these products, and tell them boldly. Say, you know what? I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I'm not trying to push anybody into buying something, but let me tell you why I Plexus. I want every single person on this team to make a why I Plexus post, and I want you to tell the world why you have this passion, why we want this, why we want to share this, and put the hashtag why I Plexus and see what happens. See what kind of responses you get. Be bold. That's the second part of your assignment. To get credit for today, you have to watch this video, comment, unless you're on it live, you don't have to comment with your takeaway. But if you weren't on live with me tonight, I want you to watch the video, comment underneath where I have the video posted with your takeaway, and then upload a photo, because people will see your post more if there's a photo. And if it's not something that you just click share. If you just click share and share someone else's stuff, nobody sees it. Upload a picture, and in your own heartfelt, sincere words, it can be something as simple as, you know what? I don't have tummy aches every day like I used to have. It doesn't have to be some grandiose weight loss or some grandiose, I'm off this medicine. But tell the world, be personal, and tell the world boldly why you Plexus, and see what kind of results you get from that. All right, I want to open it up. I've got a lot of my veterans on, so I want to open it up to questions. Do any of you have questions or anything you want me to touch on about fear of what other people think that you think will help your ambassadors who watch this video? If you do, ask away. I guess I covered it all. I must be doing really good. I guess I covered it all. And I'm telling you, your leaders are there for you. Your leaders are going to be there for you. They're going to help you. We will help you do whatever you need to do to get past all these fears. And I'm telling you, in 5 days, you can become fearless. All right, you guys have a great night. Or if you're watching this tomorrow, a great day. And I'm looking forward to seeing your comments for your takeaway. And yeah, if you were on the call tonight, go ahead and post your takeaway. I'm curious to see what your favorite takeaway was. And we'll get ready for day 2, all right? So post your takeaways. Make that post about why you Plexus very boldly. Make it a public post. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'll have a little video for you every day, all right? Have a good night, guys.